We collaborate a lot with like Firstborn and JJAB because they're super tight knit to us. But one of my goals is to reach out to some of the other groups in town and see how we can support you and you can support us, and we can just create more connection in the community. Our big event is coming up, which I thought is a great time to get to go talk to some people about. We've got our Lucky Ducky Day Carnival. If you have any tiny humans, I heard you have 10 grandchildren. If you,
None of them are tiny though. The youngest one is 6. So.
six
And
is
he
still.
lives in Oregon. So.
Well, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
But we are going to be having our Lucky Ducky Day Carnival, and because I'm insane, my first year's director, I wanted to make it even bigger than before. So we'll be at Ashley Pond this year. JJAB donated $2,000 worth of bounce houses to us. We're buying more carnival games every day. We just had a huge shipment of really cool prizes come in. So Lucky Ducky Day will be September 7th. I brought some little reminders for everyone that I'll pass out. And then on the backside is just our August calendar, so that in case you don't know what FSN is, you can see some of the things that we offer. So we have support groups, we do parenting classes, we do regular events for toddlers, but we are supposed to be serving the whole community and families of all shapes, sizes, and ages. And so our strategic plan is coming up this fall, and I want to get more connected with the community and find out what it is that we can do to support you guys better. So if you guys want to reach out to me, I'll make sure I write my email on a couple of these because my business cards aren't here yet. I've only been the director for 2 months now. But if you guys have any ideas or needs that you see in the community, ways that we can support you and get your message out, please let us know. I'm very interested in collaborating. Yeah.
Can you give some suggestions? I mean, it's very broad what you're saying.
Right? It is very broad. So we mostly serve families with young children, but our mission statement states that we should be serving all of Los Alamos community, and our contract with the county, we are the family resource center, the community resource center. So if you guys have any resources that you're offering, or like this art thing for youth, if you would like us to be pushing that out, because we have access to so many young families in Los Alamos. If you need volunteer hours, we need volunteers for Lucky Ducky Day. If anyone wants to come and help run some carnival games and get to know people in town, we would love to have you guys volunteer. We also are regularly hosting very large events that if you want a chance to get to come and watch the joy on all these tiny children's faces, please come join us. We have a lot of fun. If you know that there's several parents in your church or in your family or in your area that have been really struggling with a thing, feel free to reach out to us and be like, hey, do you have a support group for this? Do you have a contact for this? What can we do to support these families? And that's our job at Family Strengths Network. Yes.
So we need spaces for, I'm hearing more from a social standpoint, one-on-one groups, people have experienced, as opposed to you cutting checks to people because they
Correct.
can't afford bread.
Well, we do, if we can't provide that for them. So what we do in-house is our actual support groups that we host that you come and see. And yes, it's very peer led, very preventative based. Like we want to build community. But as the Family Resource Center, we have close ties with JJAB. We have close ties with several churches in town. We have close ties with Family Council. So if you do come to us and you are in need, we do know exactly who to send you to. And Jessica Strong at Social Services is implementing a new software where we can then reach out to basically everyone in town and click, this person needs food, this person needs utility help, and we can send it off and someone will pick that up. So if there is a family in town that's in need and you don't know where to send them to us, because we do know what their options are.
Mm-hmm. So who funds you?
Ooh, that's a great question. Mostly, our largest funder is Los Alamos County. We also get a very large funding from United Way, which is very gracious. Los Alamos Public Schools grants us money. We're also in a Los Alamos Public Schools building, so that kind of helps balance out rent there. We just recently got a grant for the 100 Men Who Care for our grandparents and kin raising children group. We get some funding from Kiwanis. I know a lot of local businesses in town give donations to us as well. And sometimes they're for very specific programs. So people can donate saying, I want to give to your STEM program. I want to give to your art program. I want to give to Chit Chat specifically, because we have families in town who have been really impacted by having the ability to come and talk to other parents and not feel isolated at home. And so now they give back and specifically want to fund that group. So But then we also have Lucky Ducky Day, where all of that money goes to all the overhead and helps us cover all of those needs. And we are outgrowing our space. So that is something that has been at the forefront of my mind, is that we do need to really work on our growth, reaching out to more families, reaching out to more community members, and just making sure that people know what we do and how we can help you and how you can help us. So I will pass this out. Our board also wanted me to mention we are looking for some board members. If anyone is interested in giving back to the community and wanted to join a board that does support the youth and focuses so strongly on preventative, building community, and making sure people feel like they belong here. That's our big focus. Yes.
Question on the board. Is it all adults, or might you also have a position for an extraordinary student or something that sees themselves going into a certain line of work?
I think that would be amazing. I would love to hear. We don't currently have any youth on the board, but I could see that being a really amazing opportunity to have that well-rounded view, because that is what we're looking for. We're looking for board members that have all different walks of life and would have some great advice for us, because early childhood we pull in a lot, right? Of
You could reach out to Interact, which is our youth group at the high school.
Okay.
They're fantastic.
That sounds great. And also, if your youth group at the high school would like to volunteer, Lucky Ducky Day is going to be so fun. I think it's a Key Club and a couple of the sports teams are the ones who regularly volunteer at Lucky Ducky Day. But if you know any other, we're making it bigger. So if you've got kiddos who would have so much fun running a carnival game for kiddos, send them my information, or send them, I'll send it your way. Yeah. Yeah.
More than half of them are in Key Club too.
Yeah, so they probably have. They may have come and helped us before.
But they any chance to get volunteer hours,
Mm-hmm.
just send it my way. I can get you my email and I send it straight to them.
That'd be amazing. Yeah, that would be great. I'll definitely make sure I get your information before I leave. So yeah, does anyone else have any questions about Family Strengths Network?
So what kind of services do you offer for people that have a child between the ages of 0 and a year old?
So many. So this is like our, I forgot to mention in funding, we get state funding from ECECD, and that is our early childhood collaborative. So not only do we offer specific programs for them, but we have someone in-house who is running a $100,000 grant specifically for the age group of 0 to 6. But we do have, so Chit Chat is a morning group where you can come and bring your kiddos and talk to other mamas. We have topics based on what we've been hearing people have been struggling with. We also have Birth Talk, which is a support group once a month. It's run by some local doulas, and they get together and have just the most amazing information for anyone who's just wants to talk or is struggling with specific things. And then all of our events that we have here it's such a great opportunity to bring kids out. Like I have people come and ask me, I was the event coordinator last year, and they would say, what age is too young to come to these things? And I was like, well, developmentally, like, no, like there isn't too young. Like babies love to watch big kids do things. So if you have someone who has a baby and they want out of the house, I understand that they're probably not going to make a teddy bear craft at toddler craft, but boy, isn't it fun to watch those big kids do those things and get to walk around and talk to other mamas and come and be in a place where you're included. So I would say Birth Talk and our Chit Chat would probably be the most useful to someone with a baby of that age. And then, of course, we could get them any connections with Firstborn if they needed them. We work very closely with Firstborn.
Do you also work with co-pregnancy?
I don't know that we have any direct connections with them. I'm 90% sure that they are on our new parent handbook. So we have a new parent guide that has I think it's like up to 65 pages of local resources from everything from lactation consultants to doulas to birthing centers and other options. So I can look and see if they are in that group, but I think they are.
So do you still lend out toys?
We do. We have a toy lending library, and it's super amazing because not many communities have a resource like this. So you can come in and just like you would check out a library book from a library, you can borrow a toy from us, and we have all different developmental age toys. We have some different board games and things. I've just put in a lot of money into gross motor toys this year because that has been extremely popular because parents don't want to buy those big gross motor toys to keep in their house. But isn't it fun to come check them out for a weekend? We also have a lot of grandparents that when they have when they have grandkids coming to town, they'll come and check out toys, because we also have things like pack and plays, high chairs, wheelchairs, anything like that that you may need just for a weekend. Or if you have family coming in town, don't make them fly with their pack and play. Just come borrow ours.
What about books? You used to have quite an extensive library,
Yes.
not just kiddie books, but also help for parents.
Yes, the Beth Ladino Library. It is still there. We do have kids' books as well as adult books. We are constantly updating it, and if parents give us specific reads that they're looking for, we will order that for them. And then at the end of the year, whatever's left in that budget, I'm reaching out. This last year, I reached out to a couple local experts, people who are pediatricians. I reached out to some lactation consultants in town and feeding experts, and was asking them what books are amazing right now. Like, what are you recommending? And that's what I ordered and put on our shelves. So that library is there as well.
I have seen the ads for the Lucky Ducky Day.
Uh-huh.
And I said, gosh, with a name like that, I want to know more about exactly what that is, and how did the Family Strength Network get involved with that?
Yeah, I'll let you. Thank you so much. So actually, it was Carrie, our director before Missy. Carrie was around for 10 years. And when she was in Florida, she was a part of a church that would do a duck race every year, where they'd put little different colored ducks and they'd race them down the water, and whoever got there first got a prize. And so she kind of changed that into a fundraiser for us, and it has just grown into even more of a carnival. So the Lucky Ducky Day part is we have these huge rain gutters that run down a hill, and we glue 1 million little ducks to little Hot Wheel cars. And you can either borrow some of ours, or you can buy your own Hot Wheel car with a duck, and you race it down these different lengths of gutters. The little kids usually like the shorter ones because they don't want to wait for it to get all the way down the hill. The big kids usually like the big gutters because they want time to catch up. And so we race your ducks on your mark, get set, go. Whoever's duck gets to the bottom first, you have a number on your wristband and you get a raffle ticket. And then at the end of the day, we have multiple raffle baskets up, and you put your ticket in whichever one, and you get to win this big prize full of toys. And we have multiple different like age appropriate raffle baskets for the kiddos to put their ticket in. Yes. Mm-hmm.
And support us Family Strength Network.
Absolutely. Yes. And then we are partnering with a couple other nonprofits in town. Peak is going to come and offer a fun game and activity set. JJab's going to bring some games. I think Firstborn's bringing a tent to do like a baby center there. So yes, we will have face painting. And because I'm a snob this year, I was like, we are buying professional face paints, because I don't like my kids getting their faces painted with the like cheap stuff, because I feel like it's going to irritate their skin. So I did invest in I invested in very nice face paints for this year. And my my operations administrator was like, "Girl, you want to spend how much on face paint?" I was like, "Trust me, it's worth it. We're getting the good stuff." So yeah, we'll have face painting, we'll have a snack shack out, we have a huge silent auction, and then just a ton of carnival games for the kids to play.
There's a lot of young, I was thinking more like interact kids at that age in the high school. They love to help paint kids' faces.
Yes.
So that's a great way for them to volunteer.
Okay, I would love to have them all come face paint, because yeah, I bought the good face paints and we have all the pretty brushes.
So make sure you tell them.
I will. I'll put that in there when I reach out to you. By the way, I bought all tag brand face paints and bought nice new brushes. So your art can shine to paint these cute little faces.
So where's your office? Is it with Jennifer Guy and Carter Payne? Are you in that
No,
building, or
we're
where
not.
are you?
We're down the road from the high school. So if you're going just past the high school and you turn onto Orange Street, which is just past, we're down there, and there's a big steep hill, and we're at the bottom of the hill in that long building. Yeah, Peak used to be there.
You moved. Okay. Never mind. Yes, okay.
Yeah, so we're down the hill down there. Now we are outgrowing our space and actively looking for a new one. So if you have any good leads for me on that, let me know.
The whole building?
We don't. We only have half. And then when the other half just came available, because Makerspace left, they said that it needs to be, they need to do some work in there. So they're not allowing us to spread out.
So can you give us like an example of a typical case that you would deal with when someone would come in and seeking help or assistance? What is the most common type of case that you?
The most common type of person that we see is a person who's new to town, who doesn't have any family here, and they're lonely and they don't know what to do with their kids. The number of times I've heard moms say that they moved here and they hated it and they wanted to go home until they came to FSN and they met their people. So I really like to focus on the fact that that is preventative medicine in my mind. Like building community and feeling like you belong somewhere is so important. And as a town that brings in so many people from all walks of life, it is not uncommon to walk into our FRC, which is our Family Resource Center, and hear 3 or 4 languages being spoken at the same time. People will come in and be like, oh my gosh, you speak too? And then they just take off chattering in their native language, and you just watch their faces light up when they find someone who speaks the same language as them or are from the same even part of the country. They will light up finding out that someone has some cultural connection to them. And then you find people who are from completely different walks of life who come to chit chat regularly, and they become best friends, and their kids are best friends, and they know all their kids are the same age. And I'll see them out in town at the park together, and they're like, oh, we'll see you at FSN on Wednesday. So I feel like the most common thing we see is people who are just seeking connection. And then once they're in and they learn all the resources we have, then they'll come and be like, hey, my baby's not eating, my baby's not sleeping. I have a kid who we're really struggling with their IEP at school, or is really struggling with their social emotional health. Like, can you help us? And I feel like it's great that we get people in when they have such young children, because the resources that we know in town go all the way up to high school. I mean, JJAB's going to help them through high school. Family Council can help them after the fact. Like, we know those resources. And so I think the more we can get FSN out and people know to come and ask us, the more that we're going to be able to reach them and let them know, like, Los Alamos is really amazing for resources. We've got a lot of great things here. So we're happy to share it.
One other question, is
Yeah.
there enough daycare in Los Alamos for children of all ages and families of all incomes?
Right.
I mean, is that a need, or is that
It is
like
a need.
taken care of, or?
It's certainly not taken care of. It definitely is a huge need in town. It's something that if we could find a larger space that FSN is interested in hopefully providing. We do offer childcare for, like, if we're doing a parenting class or we're doing one of our speaker series, we do offer childcare for those events specifically, because we know so many parents in town will never get to attend them if they don't have childcare. So, but as far as like daily childcare, it is definitely a need in town, and I am not sure where or how to help support that more. I honestly think that it's location here. It's really hard to find a space.
How many staff do you have?
We have 6 currently, and we are looking for some new FRC aides. If you know anyone in town who may be looking for some part-time work and is very social and wants to come and talk to people every day and visit with mamas and show them around the toy library and our Beth Ladino library, send them our way. It'll be from just someone from 9 to 1 a couple days a week. So then should be up to 8. We'll be fully staffed. Anything else? All right, well, thank you guys so much for letting me come and talk about our organization. I will get your information about some volunteering kiddos. And if you guys have any more questions or ideas of how we can support Rotary or you guys can support us, please let me know, because I'm excited to get to know the community.
How do you contact?
You can contact me at jen@lafsn.org is my email. Or if you look up the Family Strengths Network on Google, all of our contact information will be on there too.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.